Hello, welcome back to this session. This time round, we're going to handle data entry. Yes, data entry. So we begin with what is data entry. So data is any form of information, and any form of information that you can get from whichever source that depicts a message that talks about something. So it describes as something in form of numbers, or it can be even text. That as well can still be data. So Excel, as I mentioned, Excel is a powerful tool that you can still use to enter data, both text and numeric data. So how do you enter data? So what you can see on my screen is an Excel sheet. And how do you enter data? So you just enter data by clicking on the cell where you want the data to be in, okay? And using your keyboard to enter data. Say, for example, you want to enter the data of, say, age. So in cell B2, remember I told you if you don't know what the cells, the cell references or the name of the cells, just come here at the name box. It will show you which cell you are in. So in cell 2, say you have a person A is 23 years of age. So after you have typed, remember I'm using the keyboard to type, then I click on enter. Okay, so if I click on enter, it will go to the next cell, but you'll be left with the data that you entered, and you need to cross-check if it's the expected data. Okay, say the next person is 40 years. So what do you do? In the cell where it is in cell B3, you key in 40. Then you click enter again. Okay, so this is numeric. Okay, so this is numeric data where you use numbers. So assuming now you want to make sense out of it and put the names of the people whose ages are here. So once you selected the cell, use your keyboard to enter the text. Okay, assuming you want to enter this is person A. Say person A who is 23 years old is Peter. So you do Peter, same drill. After you've entered your full text, click enter. Then the other person is John. Okay, so assuming you had typed that way and clicked enter, but you notice that you had misspelled. After you've clicked enter, what do? You use either shift enter to take you back to the cell that you were in, or up arrow. Remember the scrolling keys, use the up arrow to take you back to where it is. Then there are two ways, or there are two places that you can edit the data. One is by double clicking. Okay, so you double click, left click, you double click on the cell here, then you'll see something blinking. So that's a cursor. Okay, so from that you can delete and correct, then click enter. Okay, so assuming the other option that you have apart from editing from this place is coming here. Okay, on the formula bar. So the formula bar, again, you just click once. There's no need to double click. You click once, backspace to delete. Then once you're done, click enter. Okay, so there are various forms. So you could be dealing with different forms of data, like text data. So this one, let's name it as text. So I'll just click on the cell where I want to name it as text. Click text. Okay, and here I'll give the title as age. Then click enter. Then I can click away. Okay, then here now in the third column, I can have the date of birth. Okay, so date of birth now, it's a date, it's a form of data as well. So how do we enter date? So if this guy is 23 years old, assuming he was born in and say 2021. So how are we going to type it? Say he was born in the 9th of September. So we're going to put 09 slash 09 slash 2021 and click enter. Okay. So Excel is going to sense that it's going to detect that this is a date. Okay. And it's going to give the formatting of the cell as date. Remember, this one is general, and this as well is general. So we'll come to understand the importance of the formatting of the cells that you're dealing with. So if this person is 40 years old, assuming he was 40 years old, then he must have been born in like in 84. Okay. So assuming he was born on 8th of July in 1984. Okay. Yeah. So there are various forms. So we have text, age, and dates. Okay. So there are various other forms of data that you can that you can enter. Remember, it can help you to simplify your data, and it can help you to once your data is organized in a way that you able to consume it, or the intended user is able to consume it, then it's going to be a useful data rather than having everything mixed up left, right, and center. It's not going to be of help. Okay. So today, just a brief one. Data entry is critical. Remember, the moment your data is wrong, then whatever report that you're going to generate from that data, using that data, is also going to be wrong. So it's very critical to always get it right. Okay. It's always very critical to get it right. So if you're getting your data from a different source, say for example, you're getting it from another file, a PDF file, you better highlight and copy it and come paste here rather than entering one by one. Because the risk of entering the data one by one is that you're highly likely to miss something or to mistype something. So assuming here you mistakenly add a 0, okay? You see that now will be data misrepresentation. It doesn't give the true picture. So if this data you had it somewhere, it's good that you go copy it. Just highlight what you want to copy, go and come where you want to paste it and paste it. It's easier that way editing on that rather than going one by one. So that's one tip that it's very, very, very critical. And before sharing the report, it's usually important to cross-check. Very critical. While dealing with data, cross-check your data before sharing it with the intended user. Okay, so that can help you see what you had missed. Or you can have a second reviewer checking it, somebody with an independent view, just to check the sensibility of the data. It's also, those are some of the tips that help you to catch anything that you might have missed in the process of data entry. So that's it, and we call it class. So on to the next one. Anticipate that you're going to tackle something as interesting as we build on our knowledge of Excel. Have a good day.